Thank you. All right, you guys, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, Fridays and Mondays are like super awesome in my book. I don't know why. I feel like they're like the most productive days of the week for me. I like get my shit together on Monday and then I tie it all up with a pretty bow on Fridays. I'm so excited.
I love that.
I love it. So let's start our morning off with gratitude as people are hopping on here. That's how we love to start our days every day. So cultivating that attitude of gratitude, that grateful heart is so important. And I feel like it's like one of the most important building blocks of building your business, of building up yourself. So today I am grateful that Leo Castillo slept all night. My little boy has been sick for like the last 3 days. Some stomach bug probably, but he says bug of the stomach. He's so cute. But he slept all night. He's still sleeping. So hopefully he gets to go back to school today. We'll see how he feels when he wakes up. I am grateful for the warmer weather this week. I needed the sunshine in my life. And yeah, I'm grateful it's Friday. I'm going to like help a bunch of people get started today. And I'm just super pumped and looking forward to that. So Andrea, Carrie, what do you guys have to say about gratitude? You might have to unmute yourself, Carrie dear.
Here I am. I am so incredibly grateful, one, that it's Friday. That means I am done with the people in the environment that I work in currently. So it's always nice to be home and just have that quality time with my little. She's currently sleeping and she's 10 and it's just her and I, so she still sleeps with her mom and that's okay. We don't mind it. I am grateful that today is the last day of state testing for her this week. And I am so grateful for this team. Oh man, this team has just set me on fire. It encourages me and motivates me every single day and just keeps me going. And the messages I get from my customers, I'm ready to run. I am grateful that I am 4K.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Celebrate.
I love that.
Absolutely.
What about you, Andrea?
I am super, super grateful for, I started doing like one of my 5 things a lot, my cakes, and it has like really exploded and become my niche. I guess you would say like Brittany O'Neill is talking about. And I'm like booked already for the entire month of May for orders. And on Instagram, I started making reels and they are like blowing up. So I know that everything is just gonna follow. And I'm so freaking pumped about that. I am also super, super grateful for my bratty teenager when she came and gave me a hug last night. And I'm also super, super grateful for this team too, like Carrie said, because y'all are my freaking people. And I don't think that I could do life without you. Like, we do life together, and
Right.
I have been crying like every morning. So if I cry, these are happy tears.
I cry all the time, and Andrea keeps telling me, like, what did you do to me? Like, she's like, I'm just so grateful. I freaking love it. But look at me. I'm about to tear up. That's the attitude of gratitude, you guys. If you
Absolutely.
can't roll out of bed and make yourself cry because you're so overwhelmed with all the things you're grateful for, then you need to get to work right then, first thing in the morning, and just put some gratitude into your heart, because literally, even if you weren't doing network marketing like that's going to make your life a whole lot better. So
Yes.
Y'all, I have started doing my makeup already for work and you're about to make me smudge it.
she's like, shut up. Okay, so
Have to be
let's
a
move
redo day.
to company and leader news. As we're kind of quickly going over this, let us know what you guys are grateful for. Pop it in the chat, 1 or 2 or 3 things within the last 24 hours that can help you get your mind right. So as far as company updates and leader updates, I really don't think there's a whole lot. They did fix the shipping for the UI energy drinks and the Thrive, Thrive water. Instead of like 11 something, it's like a standard $7 or something like that. So shipping has gone way down for that. And I love this freaking company because they're always listening to us. We saw that case and the shipping for that case of energy drinks, and we were like, oh, hey. And they're like, wait a second, we got this. And they helped us with that. So I love that. And then leadership updates. I think the only thing going on right now is our text tips from the top. You should be getting text messages from a leader like every day. Those have been super awesome. I've been screenshotting and sending them in the team chat. Alyssa has done that too, I feel like. And if you guys aren't getting those texts, you can go into your back office, click leadership updates, and there's like a little message waiting there for you to click and subscribe to those text messages. Sunday brunch is this Sunday. Katrina is always rocking her Sunday brunches. So if you are local to her, get in there. I'm pretty sure she's doing them live too, so we can watch. She's freaking awesome at her events. You guys get out there and get in your own events too. If you don't have a local team to do brunch with, or like, if your team isn't local to you, get your own brunch together, because that's exactly what we did. We do team dinners like once a month. We haven't done one for a while because we were all busy with youth sports that take over our weekend, but now we're getting back to them. So I'm stinking excited. We have one Saturday. I get to squeeze my people, and literally I'm so excited because I know that's what fills my cup. So I'm super excited. All right, let's move along. It's like 6:10 already. We want to hear from Carrie. So Andrea, do you want to kind of like walk her through her background and her story, and we'll just start that way?
What do you mean walk her through her background?
Kind of like how we do our live events. Just let her tell her story.
Oh, okay. So, well, I don't know a whole lot about Carrie. All I know is that she came up out of nowhere and she just started freaking killing it. She was like, it was like me and all these girls in our team chat, and we're killing it, selling minis, getting orders. And then it was like, boom, here's Carrie. And she's like thriving for free already, helping people, getting promoters, helping those promoters thrive for free. And it was just like every day, and like all of her positivity and all of her encouragement, not only for herself, but for everybody else on our team. And I freaking love that because she freaking inspires the shit out of me, you guys. And then she's over here with her freaking badass dream board, and she's already crossing stuff off that. And I'm like, yes, girl, you are like doing everything. So, Carrie, what have you been doing? Like, you have been thriving for 3 years, and then what made you decide to just up and start promoting?
Honestly, it wasn't until a friend of mine started asking me questions about just my patch. I was a hidden thriver the whole time. I didn't talk about it. I didn't share it. I didn't do anything. I just did my 3 steps and went about my day. And I rarely even had my patch in a place that it was visible, just because I was so worried about what everybody else was going to say about it. Right?
Yes.
For 3 freaking years, that's where I was at. And then we were at my friend's house and swimming at her pool, and you can't necessarily hide those when you're in a swimming suit. Right. And so she started asking me about it. And the more that I tell her about it, then she starts getting interested. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Before you sign up and before you get an account, hey, Katie, I think I'm going to sign up as a promoter, and that's what said it all. And then once I talked to her about it, then my sister knew that I was thriving, but that was just about it. We didn't talk about it. She just knew that, that was something that I did. I took these capsules, I did this shake, I put this patch on. So I took my sister some samples and she loved it. And then my brother-in-law started stealing her samples. And so then he got on and then they signed up. And then my mom started, whenever I was home, she wanted to try some of my stuff. So and then that was my goal, is just, okay, I'm going to just try to help as many people as I can. And then when I get them signed up, then my next goal, okay, let's get them thriving for free. And and I just ran with it. And that's really all that it is. I do my hardest to share this with as many people as I can. And as soon as you come on board with me, that's my very next goal with you. One, to get you thriving, get you loving it, get you feeling better. Two, why pay for it if you don't have to? Let's get you thriving for free.
I
And
knew
I
as
love that.
soon as Carrie popped in my messenger that she was ready to promote this, I literally screamed. I was like, because I've been waiting for this girl for 3 freaking years. I've been like, hey, Carrie, those are some amazing results. Let's share those, girl. Come on, let's do this. And she kept like, meh, it's okay. I just love these products, yada, yada, yada. One time she got pissed off at me because of the shipping. That's how much she loves her products. But we got to figure it out. But I knew right away that as soon as she was going to promote and when she was helping all these people thrive for free, I knew that I needed to pair her up with Andrea, because Andrea is like the queen of getting her people to thrive for free. And Carrie Joe is like the princess of thriving for free. And I had to get them together so they could build their royal community of thrivers. So I'm super excited. It's been
I love it.
bouncing off of each other for the last month, and it's been incredible. So
well, and I am so damn competitive that every time I see her, oh, another mini sold. Oh, look at this customer tag. I'm going, oh, damn it. How do I do that? It's gonna be me. She's beating me right now.
I love that.
I love it.
I love that. We're
healthy competition, and that's so needed. That is so needed in team. It's not nasty, it's not comparing, it is healthy competition. And that's exactly how I am too, and that's how I've always been. When I first started, me and a sideline sister started at the exact same time, and I would always be like, dude, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? How are we gonna do this? We were slanging and banging, y'all, this Thrive stuff.
Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be.
And then we can share what we're doing with each other, so that way everybody can learn and it's duplicatable and everybody's winning. You know what I mean?
So when I say I paired these two up, I literally just threw them in a 3-way chat together. And Carrie will send her screenshots in. If I'm unavailable, driving or whatever, Andrea will pop in and she's there. So she has me and Andrea working with her side by side. And I feel like that is one of the biggest reasons why Carrie has been able to pop off so much. But another thing is she leans in. She uses her uplines. She sends those screenshots. She is so willing to learn and then willing to go apply. So that's huge too.
Well,
I feel like that's a big part of it.
On my dream board, and you guys, I could not even stress that enough. It was shortly, I wasn't even, well, I'm not even quite 2 months into this, but I was maybe 3 weeks into this when I first set this up. And I look at it every single day. I mean, I live it. I breathe it. I speak truth into it. I am that crazy lady in the car as I'm driving to work screaming, I am 4K. My goal is I will be able to be a stay-at-home mom. I will get the auto bonus. I will do what my goals, I start with not necessarily small, but super obtainable goals. But my dreams are huge. I'm not going to, make myself small for anybody else, no matter what anyone else has to say about it. Everybody else is going to try to put you in this box. I don't belong in that box. You don't belong in that box. Nobody does. So your dreams need to be as big as you can imagine, and then you have to go and pursue it. You have to speak it. You have to visualize it. You have to live it. You have to pursue it. And that's what I do. Like, I seriously, every single day, and it's not just Thrive stuff. It is just daily life. There are some days that I really have to talk myself up, and it is a pep talk, even just to walk into the hospital that I work at. It can be so stinking toxic, and I have to just talk myself up, and you know what? It's going to be a great day, and I am going to be nice today to these people, because some days it's a struggle. But I rarely even listen to music in my car anymore. I've got either some, personal development, I've got a book, I've got a podcast, I've got, or my praise. And if I do listen to music, it's praise and worship music. That's how I try to start my day every single day, because nothing gets me going like Jesus.
I love that. That is a morning routine of a freaking rock star right there. She is practicing her gratitude, screaming her I ams, and just filling her cup. And more than anything, believing in herself. I think that's huge. And I think Carrie Jo has a little bit of an advantage just because she was thriving for so long, and she has a background already helping people with her, her job, her career. So it just kind of goes hand in hand. She's already used to pushing herself and learning. I mean, she freaking, what do? You're like some kind of cardiac nurse, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm a cardiac cath lab and procedural nurse.
Yeah.
Oh, so wow, that's freaking awesome.
She's gone through school, nursing school. Like, she's used to pushing herself and learning and applying and knowing she can do hard things. So she has that belief. She has that belief. And then paired with 3 years of experience with these products, like, she hit the freaking ground running. And I feel like that's my team in total. Like, they all started off as thrivers. They were happy thrivers. They wanted to thrive for free. I ran with them, and then as soon as they thrive for free, I'm like, listen, you should be the one making money, not me. Like, it's literally that simple. And I feel like when we set them up that way, they know what they're supposed to do. Okay, thrive for free. Okay, now get these people thriving for free. It's a duplicatable system that Carrie and Andrea both have perfected to a T. And they're teaching their teams that too. So, like, I get goosebumps because I know Andrea and Carrie are about to go 46,000K, and I'm so stinking ready for it.
I'm ready.
So Carrie, kind of walk us through, like, in more detail, how in your first month you went 4K. A little over your first month, I want to say, but let us know. What'd you do?
Well, I don't know. Just did it. So I posted my experience, right? I couldn't tell you how much of a response that I have gotten just off of my personal experience. In my transformation. I mean, it's huge. I am, 65 pounds down from when I first started. My entire world is just leaps and bounds from where it was. I was at my heaviest. I was in a dark and gloomy place. I felt like I was failing as a mom, as a human, as just a person, everything. And Thrive helped me get my life back. And so I shared that. I shared some of my experience. And then I had, the outpouring of love and congratulations and whatever else. And so then I would just reach out to them. Hey, so this is all that I really did. This is what kickstart this for me. Like, are you interested? And so then, yeah, they were interested, and then they loved it. And once they loved it, okay. So as soon as you're ready for that conversation, let me know, and we'll talk about how you can get these products for free. What? I can get this stuff for free? I'm not a salesman. I don't want to sell it. You don't have to sell it. You just share your experience, because everybody wants to feel this good. They just have to be given the opportunity and the chance. So you share your experience with your loved ones, with your people, with your coworkers, with your friends, whoever. And there's this one particular girl that's one of my customers, and she's adamant. I haven't got her to be a promoter yet, but man, I'm working on her. And it's at least twice a week that, hey girl, I've got somebody else that's interested. Can I set you up in a 3-way chat with her? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I get them going, and that's my whole goal is once I get just somebody set up as a customer, then okay, so I check in, not quite every day, but the first couple weeks it's, a few times a week, and then it's just weekly, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Make sure you're taking, before pictures so that way you can see your progress. Do, measurements. Don't necessarily just look at the scale, because not everybody loses weight, but they might lose the inches. So don't get discouraged if you're seeing that part, but, and then it's just getting them to thrive for free. That's been my whole trick, is once you get somebody on, okay, now work hard with them to get them thriving for free. And then it just builds from there. Right. Yes. You get 2 people on, and that makes you thriving for free. And then each of those 2 people gets 2 people on. So they're thriving for free. So now you've got 6 people, and then you get those people thriving for free. And then it builds from there. The power of thriving for free is just amazing. And those mini samples, like get them out, get as many as you can. I don't know how many times, like I do not go anywhere without at least 2 samples, like 3-day mini kits in my purse. And there for, a week, every single day I would go to work and I had 2 samples in my purse, and I would come home empty-handed. And so I would refill it again. And I had to do a whole other shipment last month, because I was running out of not only the extra products that I had, but my own. So that's my thing.
Minis out like hotcakes, like her
Yeah.
sister. What did your sister say? She was like, Carrie Joe's my, what did she say? Like El Chapo or something?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, we are
My cult leader.
Yeah. Like, just shut up and take the capsules.
Right.
Like, drink the drink.
That's right.
I freaking love it. So I was going to ask you something. Oh, I saw in the chat. Shannon wants to know, what took you so long to promote?
I don't have an answer for it. I think more than anything is I was in my own head. I was my biggest skeptic, and I was so afraid of what everybody else was going to say. I mean, for God's sakes, I wouldn't even wear my patch where anybody could see it. I hid. I mean, I loved the way that I felt, but I was so terrified of it being something like all the other fad trends that, everybody else has. And so even though I had been taking it for 3 years and seeing the results and still feeling amazing, I wasn't ready to step out of my box. And I wish that I had, but there's a time for everything. And I think, God had his reason for it, because here I am, and I've hit the ground running ever since I decided to do it. There's no stopping me now.
Everything in God's good timing. I always feel like if we pressure our people into becoming a promoter before they're ready, that's when people get discouraged. That's when they fall off. That's when they just, nothing, it doesn't click for them, because one, they have no self-belief. They have no belief in what we have here yet, because they're just so doubtful. They're limiting themselves. So if you just keep planting that seed, like Carrie said too, how she does with her people, okay, when you're ready to have that conversation, let's thrive for free. She's planting that seed from the get-go. And just like she said, she has a girl who's not ready to be a promoter yet, but she's working on her. She's planting that seed from the get-go. And that's what I've done too. Like, all right, you're thriving for free, but you should be making this money, not me. And that's another duplicatable system that we can teach our people and apply from the get-go. And just like Carrie said, 2 becomes 4, becomes 6. Like, do you see how massively and how like it could spread like freaking wildfire if you're doing it excited without limiting beliefs? Like, if you have that lack of self-belief, you need to lean in to your leaders, to your upline. Even sideline sisters have carried me when I felt like I didn't belong here or I felt less than. Sideline sisters, my downline, have carried me with their belief in me. I borrowed their belief. Borrow their belief like once a week, probably, because we're human. We have self-doubt. It creeps up like one hard day and it could throw us off track. But if you lean in and use the belief of everybody you're surrounding yourself with, you won't quit. You won't quit. What you got to say, Andrea?
Just that I agree with everything you said, but also that like the thriving for free, getting everybody thriving for free, it is so simple and so easy. It's not hard. And you literally just keep doing that and running with it and everything else follows. Like, I love that it's so simple. Cause I feel like, Carrie didn't have to try super hard. All she did was share and have her people share and everything else happened. You know what I mean? And I love that it's so simple.
Absolutely.
I really feel like the first 2 years of my business too were just about filling my cup, getting rid of that self-limiting belief and growing myself. And maybe that's why Carrie took as long as she had to, because, she was taking care of herself. She started this for her energy, for extra weight loss. Like, she spent those 3 years filling her cup and having this wild physical transformation. And then now she is so filled, she's ready to pour into others. And I really feel like that's exactly what happened to me too. When I first started, I was depleted. I had no belief in myself. I borrowed my upline's belief for the longest time. And then the belief from my team is what pushed us to 40K when I didn't even think I was ready for 4K or 40K. So you guys, I
We
really
knew you were ready.
Yes, you guys knew I was ready before I knew I was ready. And I
Yes.
appreciate that so much. But I truly feel like once you're taking care of yourself, when you're filling your cup first, everything else follows. It clicks. It just clicks. And you're able to give people the value that you want to give them, So I think that's huge. And if you're in this season of disbelief or have these limiting beliefs that creep back up, even though you've tried so hard to pound them down or pound them out of your head, fill your cup, take care of you. Like, we all started this for basically the same reason, for ourselves.
Absolutely.
to feel better. So if you're not focusing on yourself, if you're not feeling good, that's where you should start. For sure.
No, just like I was telling, both of you before we hopped on this morning, there is absolutely nothing that is more special about me than any of the rest of the girls on our team or anybody else out there. Right? Everybody else has this. There's nothing that I have achieved or will achieve that not a single person out there is not capable of doing. The tools are out there. The support is out there. The encouragement is out there. You just have to lean in. You have to dig it. You have to want it. Like I said, make your goals obtainable at first. And then once that goal is achieved, then okay, your next one's going to be a little bit bigger. Once that one's achieved, okay, the next one's a little bit bigger. But your dreams can be as big as you want them to be, and don't limit them.
And
Write
don't let
them
them
down.
scare you.
Look at them every single day. Visualize it, speak the truth into it, work towards it, achieve it. You can all do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this.
That's what I say all the time too, because I am like literally Hot Mess Express times 5,000. So if I can do this, y'all can do this. This is why I sit like this. I'm in my robe and I don't even got a bra on. So if I can do this, y'all can do this. Andrea, do you want to touch base on how like 3-ways have improved our like entire business this year? I feel like we've really hit it hard this year with 3-ways.
I feel the same way. I feel like once I have enrolled a promoter or have a customer upgrade to a promoter, I have just thrown Katie in a 3-way welcome chat with this promoter. And I'm like, let's freaking go. Like, we're here to welcome you. We're here to help you. And it's just like popping off. Like, we just tell them, okay, let's get a post up. And then anybody who likes and comments on that post, you're going to put them in a 3-way with me. And then I will help you talk to them. And it is just like, I'm telling you guys, blowing up. 3-ways are third party validation. I feel like that's huge because sometimes your friends and your family like aren't just going to take your word for it, or people you have in your network. So when they hear from somebody else or hear somebody else's story, they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should try this. And then I also feel like having that third party validation, even for like a new promoter, to have that layered leadership is super, super important. So they can have somebody else to reach out to, somebody else to be inspired by. I just feel like that's something that we did not focus on a lot. I didn't focus on a lot anyways, my first year. And I feel like this year we've really like zoned in on that, I feel like. And I feel like 3-ways are life, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they will change your freaking business. And actually, speaking of 3-ways, I'm going to get you in a 3-way this morning because one of my customers messaged me at like 2:00 in the morning last night and was like, okay, girl, I finally got the training videos done and I'm so excited, but I don't even know where to start. So you're going to have to help me. And I'm like, like, I've been waiting for her because her family needs this, you guys. She really needs this, and she's thriving for free, but she doesn't even have the money to order her supply to pay for shipping and taxes. Like, her freaking family needs this. And I'm so excited for her to finally like dig in and do this. So my little seed that I planted is finally starting to grow. So like, it's so important to plant those seeds. And like, I don't know, the 3-ways are so huge. Like, even our little 3-way chat that me, Katie, and Carrie Joe have, like, I freaking love that. I love that we're able to help each other out. And, you know, when Katie's not available, I can help, and so on and so forth. It's super, super important.
So when I first started, like way over 4 years ago, I never implemented the 3-way chats either. I would send screenshots to my upline because my upline would tell me, 3-way chats are awkward. So I never did that. I did the screenshots, and that's what I taught my team to do too. So we started last year, but we really went hard at implementing those 3-ways, and I saw the benefits immediately, and I was like kicking myself in the ass, like, why didn't I not utilize this before? And you guys, you do not have to use your upline. You can pull in a badass downline. If you don't have downline of your own yet, use your sidelines. Like, for the longest time, like I said, me and a sideline sister ran together, and I would use her for 3-ways for that third party validation. Like, she was the hype, like excitement. And that's what you need in a 3-way. You need somebody with experience and confidence and belief in the products and you as like a team. You know what I mean? So it does not have to be upline, doesn't even have to be your own downline. Pick a sideline that inspires the shit out of you. Pop in their messenger and be like, hey, are you available for a 3-way? Because I know if I get that message, I'm going to be like, shit, yeah, let's do this. Like, I will help anybody slay a 3-way any time of the day. So let's freaking do this. And don't be afraid, because it does not have to be awkward. Like, just you make it awkward if you feel like it's awkward. So that's why I say get somebody with experience, who's excited, who's confident, throw them in a 3-way chat, and we're going to help you close like there's no tomorrow. So that's the secret sauce right there, is 3-ways. And all you got to do is go for it. Like, learn and apply it, and to see if it's right for you. And I think that's huge too, because, we get on these calls, we hear all this information from different leaders, but the thing is, our business is not going to grow unless we go apply what we've learned on these calls. So I mean, there's a million ways to the beach, like we always hear, right? But you're not going to get to the beach unless you start walking. So let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another three-way you could do is also like if you know, or you have a sideline, or you know somebody and you know their story already, and you have somebody who's interested and you feel like they need that third party validation, you could always put that person in a three-way chat with that sideline or whoever, you know their story, and like you know that they'll connect. Like that's what I did with this girl who wants to promote last year. Maybe it wasn't, well, it was a few months ago. She finally ordered, but she tried a mini last year, you guys. A whole year ago, she tried a mini and she loved it. And she's a recovering drug addict. Okay. So I put her in a three-way chat with somebody else who's recovering as well. And dude, it was instant connection. Like they feel that. So it's so important to have that third party validation, because not everybody is going to like connect with you. Sometimes they need to hear it from somebody else who they vibe with, or they like um can validate like the same kind of story, you know?
Yes, three ways are for promoters and customers, definitely. And customer referrals, that's huge. That is so huge. We always have our people tag us in posts, and like Andrea said, like throw everybody that likes or comments into a three-way. Introduce me real quick as your friend Katie Sue, who got you started and can help with all your Thrive questions. And then from there, we take over. We send them the Thrive description, ask what their goals are as far as energy, mood support, weight loss. They tell us their goals. We customize a package that's right for them. And that's it, you guys. We are literally there. And this is duplication as well. Like our new people, our new promoters, not only are they learning our verbiage, how we talk to people, how we close people, but it's planting the seed for our customers and our customer referrals as well. Like it's showing them. Literally, it's as easy as putting them in a three-way with my sponsor. My sponsor's going to take care of everything else.
Yes.
It's a duplicatable system that all of us need to implement. And literally, as soon as we started doing this in our team, it grew. It like exploded, and it explodes and grows huge every spring. And like, I'm just so excited because I know big things are about to happen for us, and I cannot wait. You know, big things are popping when you have like three-way chats already popping in the morning.
Right.
I was going to mention something else, but now I have a brain fart and can't even remember. I literally thought about it and I was like, okay, I'm going to say this next. And then now I can't remember.
That's okay.
Okay.
What else
Yeah.
do we
But
got going on?
we have like 20 more minutes. What do you think we could blab about?
We have the new promo the promo that's going to the 24th, right? Was the upgrade packages, and then you can get paid as a 200K if you've never ordered a upgrade package before. And then the $10 in credits for free customer accounts. So if y'all aren't running for that, like, and if you're not thriving for free, like, hello, you better get to going. That's
Yes.
awesome right there.
Carrie took advantage of the $800 pack, and she has a freaking badass game plan of how she's going to get free customer accounts and samples in everybody's hands. So, Carrie, why don't you
Tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Share the
So
secret.
I am going to start kind of a mini race with my customers and the promoters that I currently have underneath me. I'm going to have them, I'll set the ground rules, and they need to tag me in a post. They need to set me up in a couple different three ways. If they have people that want to just try just do a 3-day experience, well, because with this 800 pack and all the products that it comes with it, that's going to be really discounted. So instead of, like $30 for a 3-day sample, it's going to be like 10 or 15. Right. So your samples are going to be just super cheap. Just get it in their hands, let them try it. And I think what I'm going to do is the first one to get either a promoter or a customer order, using their referral or under them if they're a promoter, whatever, I'm going to send them a full-size product.
All
I love
right.
that. I love that.
Yes.
That's
That's
an
exciting.
amazing way. Yes, an amazing way to get those free customer accounts made. $10 in credits for each one. She's going to have those credits to use either to re-up on the product she's giving out or help these people when they're ready save on shipping. Like,
Yep.
She has a foolproof plan and she's going 12K. Like, with this $800 pack, she's going to go 12K. It's no big deal, but it's happening. So
Yes, it is.
I remember what I was going to talk to you guys about. A few weeks ago, I was on this badass Zoom with Kaylee Krupp and Courtney Glaze. How do you say that?
Glazer? I don't know.
Lord, forgive
She's
us.
badass.
Yes.
So.
It's Glazer. You got it.
There we go. I just read
Thanks,
her
Shannon.
name. I've never said it out loud. So you guys know me and my hillbilly. But yes, so that Zoom was pretty fire and it like inspired me so freaking much. And it was just about using your waiting room and pairing up your promoters and doing these 3 ways. And that's exactly what I learned. And that's exactly what I've been applying to my team. And that's exactly how Carrie Jo and Andrea got together. So you guys, I can't even express the importance of just trying things, like literally trying things that you hear on these Zooms. You never know what's going to pop off from it, or what magic is going to transpire. But if you just take a minute and be like, okay, this person, they're going to vibe so good with this person because like Thrive for Free is on their forefront. Their hearts are huge. They're excited. Like, you can just tell when people are going to like mesh well together. So if you have that downline and you have that waiting room available for you to use, like, that's huge. And we have to start using that like from the get-go. You guys, I have like infinity amount of promoters in my front line. I sit here and I kick myself thinking about how I could have helped build my team from the get-go if I knew how to use the waiting room. If you guys have 4 solid front lines, then you need to start using your waiting room. That's just it. You need to start thinking about who's going to pair well with each other, who's going to work well with each other, and get these people in 3 ways together. Because literally, they're going to vibe off each other. They're going to explode. Sorry. The husband's talking to the teenager and I got distracted. She's worn that before. Mm-hmm. Get your jean jacket though, probably. Dress code. All right, you guys. Anything else you guys think we need to talk about before we hit the road here this morning?
I want to
really
know
can't
what
think of
Carrie's
anything else.
daily non-negotiables are.
Carrie,
What?
your daily non-negotiables. So like your income producing tasks that you're going to do every single day.
I don't know. I try. I've never really thought about that like that. With having the full-time job like I do, I am guaranteed 7 to 3:30, 4 o'clock, Monday through Friday. If I'm on call, then it may even be later than that with my job. So I shoot out probably 5 to 10 messages at least a day. I try to make a post at least. I make a post at least 3 or 4 times a week. I'm not quite to the daily thing, but I've been working on that and getting a whole lot better with, posts or stories, reels, things like that. And getting some pretty good feedback back from that. Move along, honky. I love you. Sorry, my daughter's coming over here and rummaging with markers and stuff. reaching out to your people. And not everybody wants to talk about Thrive all the time. So I really make it a point to, whenever I do reach out to them, that it's not always just product related or Thrive related. I really want to know them, what's going on in their life, how I can help them. I can help people more than just getting them set up with Thrive. So what's going on with your life? Oh, you know what? Even if it's something as simple as, I'll pray for you. And I write all of that down. And I have a running list of that. Every single morning, whenever I wake up, I have a devotional that I do. And I do my big prayer, every single morning and every single night. And I pray for every single promoter that I have. I pray for every single customer. I pray for the potentials, the people with the 3-day minis, and not just that they're going to sign up or that they're going to love the product, but just that, God manages to touch their heart some way that day and sets their heart on fire.
Hey, baby.
You're gonna make me cry again, girl.
I know. I'm like, squirrel. So that's amazing. Her personal development, she's sending messages every day. She's trying to share her story with a post or in her stories or in her reels. And more than anything, she's being a freaking good friend.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. And she goes in our team chat too, and she's literally the hype girl. Like, we have an E60 challenge chat for our promoters and customers. She's in there sending her water intake, competing with us all, making us all push and be our best. And then she's in our team chat, woohoo, like celebrating all the wins, even if it's not hers. She's in there being a good friend for us all. And I'm just so freaking proud and stinking excited that you finally came around. Thank God.
Me too.
I'd like to say, Carrie, you are a true inspiration. And
Me too. And as far as the hype, I don't know. I hate how. Say that again.
I wanted you to know that you are a true inspiration, and I cannot wait to have you host again.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
I love it too. I just see people just kind of get down on themselves, if they didn't meet every single goal that they had, oh, I didn't get this much water today, or I didn't work out. You know what? Those small wins, those small things that you accomplish, celebrate those too. That matters. Each one of us can do this. With my life and the craziness that I've got going on, I don't always have time to go to the gym or to do these big workouts, but I fit in what I can. So every time I go to the bathroom, I personally do 20 squats, but I challenge the rest of the people in our E60 thing. Okay, so we've all been increasing that water intake, which means our trips to the bathroom have increased. So every time you go to the bathroom, 10 squats. Every time I do a case at work, I go back to the break room, or not to the break room, to our locker room, and I do 50 jumping jacks. I just find little tiny things that I can fit into my day that make a big impact. And I just try to challenge and encourage other people to do the same thing too.
I love that so much.
I love that. I always tell our team, as long as you're doing what you can when you can, it's all going to add up. It is all going to add up, and you have to celebrate every single win on the way up. So that's huge. So huge. Gold nuggets from our newest 4K today. I hope you guys have taken something away from this, wrote notes, and I hope more than anything, you guys get off of this Zoom and go freaking slay your follow-up Friday. Go apply what you've learned today. Take some Carrie Jo tips, take some Andrea for Ready's tips, and just go slay your day, okay? Slay your day, because we believe in you. We believe in you.
Yes,
so
we do.
Anything, borrow this belief from this Zoom, this hype, and go freaking slay your day. Go see how many people you can help today. And I think that's it.
Happy Friday.
Episode, Leo Castillo says.
So cute.
After all my lives, he'll say, and that's it for this episode.
I love it. I'm going to need you to sign off like that from now on.
All
right.
That's it for today. I hope you guys just go be badass, because that is what you are. You're a badass and you're a life changer. So thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all. I love this Vibe Tribe. And thank you, Andrea and Carrie.